Personal finance test number 10. Scrooge McDuck has an investment that appreciates 4% the first year. The next year, the investment depreciates and is worth what he started with. What is the second year's percent change? I'm going to draw 3 blobs. We have how much things are worth at the beginning. Then they go up in value. And at the end of the first year, we have another amount we don't know. Then they go down in value, and they wind up back at the same place they started. We know that this is 4%. And we know that this one is the same as the start. And that doesn't seem like enough information to get going. What numbers do we put in? And it doesn't matter. We can put any number we want in. So let's pick something really easy, like 100. And that means that this number, the same as the start, has to also be 100. We can ask, what is 4% of 100? Hopefully you can just look at that and see, because 4% means 4 out of 100. So that would be 4. But if you don't have the deeper understanding, then you can always translate things. What becomes y is becomes equals. Use RIPLOP. If you had picked a hard number that wasn't 100, you could do the same thing. But we picked a number that made this really easy. So that means our number up here is 104. If we decrease by 4% again, we get a little bit less, because the same percentage of a bigger number would be a bigger amount. It'll be $4 and change. Just like 4% of a millionaire's income is a lot more than 4% of my income. 4% of a bigger number is a bigger amount. So on this side, we now need to ask $4, because we want to go down $4, is what percent of the 104 that we're starting with as we go downhill. So if you need to, pause the video a moment, meditate on this question until you see why this is the right thing to ask. This was $4, and we want this to be $4. But the percent will be a little bit different. So this $4 is what percent of the 104 that we're starting with, the slightly bigger amount. We solve it the same way. Money numbers stay the same. Is becomes equals. What is our letter? Of is multiply. Numbers stay the same. We have something stuck onto y with times 104. The opposite is divided by 104. That will get y by itself. 4 divided by 104 is about 0.038. I should say that we're rounding. So if I want to make a percentage out of this, we'll go right into percent. And we get 3.8%. I could have used more digits, but it's kind of traditional to talk about interest rates and so on with 1/10% at most. Does this answer make sense? Yes. If we went down a full 4%, we'd shoot past this and we'd get $99 and change. We need slightly less than 4% because we have a slightly bigger number to start with. So let's have a slightly smaller share of a bigger pie to have the same $4 difference.